One of the best. Hey, what's up guys? Shawn Realty here. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I wanted to share the Portland Business Journal articles. Couple things with the job market. Because I think job market and real estate is very closely related. It talks about what they're projecting until about 2030 of the what industry is going to be hiring more. And then here's like a sponsored content by the On Point Credit Union, but there's an article about the line of equity, the HELOC loan, and I'll just share with you briefly because it is pretty time sensitive. And then there's like baseball talk, the Major League Ball in Portland. I'll share the quick stats there. Oh, there's one kind of interesting business that is in Portland, based in Portland. It's called the Pan's Mushroom Jerky. Apparently, it's he made into one of those like Shark Tank shows, and Mark Cuban is investor. And then I'll just share a quick snapshot. What to do right now when the market is kind of weird. Please make sure to go to shawn-realty.com and sign up on the email list so that you don't miss out. And like and subscribe this video, and it takes only like 1 second, right? And thanks so much for liking and signing up on this channel. And here's Onyx. Where Oregon jobs will be in 2030. So this basically says the greatest disruption to the workforce since World War II. That's World War. My kids used to tease me because I have a hard time pronouncing R and L. They're basically trying to analyze what the job market will be like and try to find education programs and guide people toward those industries. Basically, the number 1 and 2 that they're projecting the most jobs will be available are the service and the professional and related services. That's about 1 million jobs, and then the rest is all combined about 1.4 that are like office admin support, the sales related, management, business, financial, transportation, healthcare, production, construction, installation, and then farming and fishing. The number 1 and 2 service and professional related, and I think this goes with a lot of things that are kind of moving toward more service industry is more popular than manufacturing. But I do believe that manufacturing and farming are really important because like I can imagine like Intel not producing chips here, our housing market would be screwed. Same thing with the farming. I love Oregon produce strawberries and blueberries and things like that. So those things are important. Obviously, the healthcare. In my opinion, like lower number doesn't mean that you should stay away from it. You just go with what you are called for in this world. So this is more of a the home equity and the line of credit. The HELOC, the home equity line of credit, the Portland market ranked 10th overall lending, 15.6% in the first quarter in 2022. Compared to 6% increase nationally. It's one of the reasons is that we have more of a higher appreciated real estate market. They say equity rich. What they mean by that is that to be equity rich, the balance of the loan on the home must be 50% or less of the estimated market value. If your mortgage is, let's say, $500,000 remaining balance, and if it's like $1 million, you have more than, at 50% equity position, and they call it the equity rich. And because the Portland market has been very strong in the last several years, we have that. In my opinion, well, this is not financial advice, obviously, because I'm not qualified to talk about that, but it's just one idea that when we have a lot of equity built up, it might be a good idea to at least apply for this, HELOC. But don't pull out the money, because once you pull out the money, you need to start paying that, the loan. But I think at least getting qualified for loans like this, just for rainy days, in my opinion. A lot of people are talking about recessions and things like that. Interesting thing is this equity line of credit, the amount that you may qualify will potentially be reduced, maybe 5 or 10% in the next 6 to 12 months, because right now we're seeing slight market correction in the home prices. It's not a huge deal, but if you're looking to maximize that amount, then maybe the sooner the better. But yeah, I think it might be a good idea to set aside, but not pulling out the money, but having that ready to go in case you need to pull out some equity. But prepared is better than not prepared, right? Now, the baseball talk. I'm a big baseball fan. I actually like Houston Astros. That's my team. I used to live in Texas, but that's not the reason. I just like those guys. Not because they cheated. That was wrong. But I like how well gelled. I don't know what it is, and I love Altuve. So the odds of the Portland getting one of the Major League Baseball franchises is like 30.77%. That's less than Nashville getting one. It'd be kind of sad to see it goes to Nashville. I'd love to see a Major League Baseball in Portland. I thought about going to Seattle to see Mariners game several times, but I never did. It would be fun to have in Portland, just go out and watch some games, some weekends, whatever. And actually, it would probably create some jobs, a local economy. That's important. It cost $2.2 billion for the owner to be able to bring in the Major League Baseball and teams. So yeah, if any billionaires out there, if you love baseball, the Oregon grown. I love this section. Yeah, here's one. So yeah, this guy, what's his name? His name is Michael Penn. He went to Shark Tank. And he is getting investment money from Mark Cuban guy. He started the idea of introducing mushroom jerky. His family in Malaysia. He played with the recipe. He spent about 2 years to get it right before launching manufacturing in Portland. Pens is made with shiitake mushrooms, and it comes in several flavors. And he goes to like a Portland night market to get some valuable customer feedback. He got into places like the Food Fight, People's Co-op, and Alberta Food Co-op. He's working with the Kroger, which is the local retailer. It's a national one, I think. His products are now in 3,500 stores, 34 employees. He has 8,000 square foot manufacturing facility, a new one. I'll definitely make sure to put a link there. Check them out. I'll be checking it out too. There's some health benefit in mushrooms for sure. Love to check this out. This is really cool. That's it from the PBJ, the Portland Business Journal. With the market right now, I've been telling my sellers to consider reducing the price because the market activity has slowed down quite a bit because of the interest rate. And I've been telling buyers to buy because right now could be a good opportunity to buy because you don't have to compete against like 10 other buyers. Pay $75,000 over asking, and the sellers are willing to reduce the price and maybe to give some credit to the buyer's closing cost. I just made a video about Dave Ramsey's the housing market prediction. I'll put a link, but it's like a 1 hour video that I summarized into 10 minutes. I think I tried to do it in 5, but I couldn't. There's some good information. But basically what he's saying is in the next 5 years, the home prices will go up anywhere between 3 to 5% annually. And he doesn't see price dropping. Is he like for sure right? I don't know. But he's definitely one of the proponent of real estate investing and home ownership. Based on what he's saying, my point is that right now will be the lowest in price and best condition to buy real estate. Then the next year, the following year, and for the next 5 years, because he's predicting the price keep going up. The only thing to work around the high interest rate right now is to go ahead and just refi it when the interest rate drops. Because I think the government's quantitative tightening should stop at one point. And I just had a talk with the mortgage lender who follows it pretty closely. He thinks that the rate should drop in the next 2 years. But again, nobody knows. Going back to the buyers right now could be a golden opportunity. I'm not trying to drum up the market. It's just based on what could happen in the near future. Waiting on the market to just bottom out and just like do a very discounted buying opportunity, you may miss out on it. If you miss out on it, then you'll have to miss out on it for the next who knows how long. So keep looking for the opportunity. It's still a great time to buy, and it's still a great time to sell, in my opinion too. And if you're trying to make buy and sell together so you can only move once, it's even better because you can now find property that could work for you, and you can actually don't have to compete against like 20 buyers. By the way, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to sign up the email list at shawn-realty.com and follow and like this video so more people can see. And I'll see you next time.